after a month of living together, after you've just got married and you've not been living together, there needs to be some rules in the house that can help you. If you don't put them, what are you going to do? You're just going to go and every day you see how it goes? Two become one. I'm going to become you and you're going to become me. The only way we're going to become truly one is by constantly talking and taking time out to talk. Do a SWOT analysis of our marriage. Where are we going this year, my husband? What's the vision for this year? I want to be as good as I possibly can for my husband from day one. But the only way I'm going to do that is him communicating to me what his expectations are and what his needs are.
Hello, welcome to our program again. Welcome to Let's Talk Marriage, the podcast. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening, watching, subscribing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We want you guys to watch. We're not just talking about marriages. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about dilemmas, really. Anything that you guys want to talk about, let us know. Drop your comments down there, and we'll be happy to oblige. We'll be happy to bring a guest that are relevant to the questions that you ask us. We've got a great guest today. She's been here before. She's a very good friend of mine. So, Sarah Nabs. How are you?
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay.
You're
Good
good?
to see you again.
I'm glad to be here again.
I have a problem with it, and I have to say, it sounds really shallow, but you go out, you go to church, you go to a club, or whatever. You meet this girl, she looks really nice, and so on and so forth. And you're dating her. Tomorrow she's going to be glammed up. The following day she's going to be glammed up. And then it goes back to what the other lady was saying, who I said to you, you never know a man until you live with them. Now you start living with Sarah. Suddenly there's no makeup, there's no... And you're like, really? This is not the person. This one I can't deal with. This other person, who is this? When you open the door, that's not the Sarah that I saw when we were dating.
Okay, then I'll ask you a question.
Go on.
Why is it that when you were dating, you never took time out to go and see this person when they've got no makeup on?
Maybe they never give you a chance because they just want to do...
Then you shouldn't be together. Because if I'm painting a picture to you that I look like this 24/7, 7 days a week, you're not going to maintain it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but...
Know your expectations. That is lack of immaturity. This is what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to keep up the appearance forever. The same way a man who comes, like I said, promises you the heavens and earth, maybe takes you to all these nice restaurants, does all these nice things for you, comes across like he can take care of you, and then when you get home, he doesn't even give you £10 for shopping. The same vice versa. Know your expectations. This is why I go back to you when I say to my slow burner, he's a slow burner, but he's been open. I've seen him at his worst, and I've seen him when he's good. I've seen him when he looks good, and I've seen him when he's just got tracksuit on and just a t-shirt. And I might look at him and be like, you look awful. But
like in the way
I will still love you. I still love you. I still want to be with you because I know that can change. I get what you mean, that we have to maintain ourselves. That's important. There's a difference between she took her makeup off when you get in the marriage, and then she was not maintaining herself. There's a difference. I'm looking good all the time. I'm looking good out in the dating, in the courtship. I don't even want to use that word dating. I'm looking good. But then when we're home, you can't expect me to have makeup on. I'm home. I can look nice, but I'm home. I want to look casual. I want to feel relaxed. I'm at home, right?
That's true. You want your skin to breathe?
You want your skin to breathe. Thank you. If I can't be comfortable at home, where would I be comfortable? Yeah?
So this guy, would you marry him? Slow burner?
Of course.
So what's stopping you? Or he hasn't asked the question?
He hasn't asked the question.
Why is he listening now?
No, he's not listening.
Oh,
He hasn't asked the question. He's not a YouTuber like that. But he hasn't asked the question. But that's not why we're not married.
Oh, okay.
I think more so understanding the right time. Because we've talked about marriage.
Okay. Yeah. Important.
We talked about the future, but it's the right timing. Now, I'm also in a place where he's got children.
Okay.
I've got children. Right? And if we both got children, we've got to think about where we're going to live. I have a son who's going into GCSEs. I can't just get married and move when my son is in year 11. So it's a case of thinking things through. Do we marry and then still live apart? How should we do it? How does it work? Also, as a man, you want the man to take the lead, right?
Yeah.
So he's also got to be in the right place, in the sense that I'm ready to have you to come with me and live with me, and I can financially do it. There's a lot of factors that are around it, but I'm at peace. And that is, I think, where all of us want to be.
So why
be where you have peace.
So why do you think there's so many girls, especially in church, who are not married? And
because of the soul ties, one, and
they're praying for husbands, and they want to get married.
Yeah, they're praying for husbands, but do you know that most of these women who are praying for husbands and want to get married are having sex behind closed doors?
Yeah, well, this that.
So it's not the problem is not that they can't get the men. They can get the men. The men are coming. The men are liking your body. They're liking how you're dressing. What else are you giving them? Are you valuing yourself enough to make them realize that I want this woman, and the only way I want her is I have to marry her? I understand in this day and age, it can be difficult that you can come with somebody, Chris, and we say, we've known each other for a long time. And then all of a sudden you say, Sarah, I want to marry you. Of course, before we have to go through a process, right? And I'd be like, oh, okay, you're interested, you want to be together, whatever, I want to marry you. It would have to be a process, yeah? The thing is, many of us jump on, Sarah, I want to marry you. He wants to marry me. I'm going to have a wedding. And then you forget about the important things that should lead up to the marriage, which was what we're talking about, the background and the this and the that sometimes we don't do. I have a scenario where one of my friends, she wants to get married. She wants to be married to somebody. I won't give this scenario too much because then these people might end up finding out what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. But there's a friend that she wants to be married, right? And they've been sort of courting for maybe a year or so, even a bit longer. Okay? Okay. But this person has come out from a very serious relationship, a very hard relationship, okay? And they've got kids. This person is not healed enough to marry right now. But he wants to marry you. He likes you. But then as time has gone along, he's realizing there are things in this woman that I don't want to go through because I've seen them in the other person. I had them in my ex. Now I'm seeing them in you. So I need to look at this scenario properly before I can decide whether I want to be with you. But the woman, on the other hand, is like, no, we're getting married. You need to meet my parents. We need to get married now. In fact, I need to start having children very soon. By December, I want to have a child.
Okay.
If you, the woman, cannot discern what this man needs, what his needs are, you're not a helper. You're going to be a storm. we are not taking time out in these relationships to really gauge what is it between us. Is it just a sexual thing and it's going to die down? Because once I give you the sex, I might not want anything to do with you. I had a friend like that. Whenever she ended up having sex with the men, she would be disgusted and won't want to talk to them again. And there were some good ones. And she let them go because once the sex happened, that's a spirit.
Yeah.
That's a real demonic spirit. She, in our language, we call it akajanja. She had a lot of kajanja at the beginning of the relationship. But the moment they ended up having sex,
That was it.
that was it. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we rushing into stuff, but also not taking time? Because there's people who've been met and got married in 6 months. And 30 years later, they're still together. So it's not the quantity, it's the quality of you and I and our intelligence and maturity in that time of that understanding. Can we talk? Can we tell each other stuff? Are you going to tell me during courtship that, man, I can't deal with women who fart in the bedroom? And if you're not going to tell me and then it ends up happening, you're married now. You're going to have to just find a way to communicate that to your wife and deal with it.
So, okay.
There's some who leave, like for me, my pet peeve is probably leaving the bathroom dirty. Leaving the bathroom dirty, like the toilet or like the sink and stuff. Or like not putting like the toothpaste and you don't press the toothpaste properly. Those
Like
can be,
in the middle,
yeah, I do, even with my children, if I see them doing it, it really annoys me. But then everyone's got their own bathroom, thank God. So I don't have to worry about that. But we've all got little things that get to us. But they're not things that cannot be resolved and changed if you love them.
So hold that thought then. I don't know if you speak for, I would like to think that you speak for a majority of women, but when you seriously, when you say that, it's so real and that's the thing that it should be, but those little things are the ones that break a relationship. Because there's so many of them, like, and then you end up being like you with this person and they actually want to change you. Because you're living with them, married or otherwise, let's assume you're married, and suddenly you're not putting the things in the right place. You know, like you're saying, not as clean as it should be. You know, I like doing things, putting them here. Or why did you leave that there? Or why did you not clean up after yourself? Well, so all these things are, and because you didn't live with them before, you started living them after you got married, or suddenly now all these things now come to light, and you're like, as a man or whatever, can you deal with them? It's too much. Why didn't I know this before?
There's certain things you're not gonna know. There is a preacher who told us a quick story about just a quick one, and she said when she first got married, obviously they had not lived together.
Yeah, well,
when she moved in with this person, he would have all his books, the Bible, the reading books, everything. They'll all be on the bed.
Oh,
they will be all over the bed.
Okay.
So now she's moved in. He's got all his clothes everywhere, but he knows where everything was, right? So he would put all his. So then she would tidy. Then one day, when they were going to bed, he just pushed everything to the side. Said, you know, this is your part of the bed. You sleep here. So that went on for a couple of days. First married, yeah, a couple of weeks. So then she was like, no, I need to clean the room. So she went and cleaned the whole room nicely for this man. Removed the books and the Bibles and everything, because he was a preacher. and put them and put them all in one place together. And one day he comes home. Is that what's happened? So I've cleaned up the room because, I'm now, in the room with you. What do you mean you've cleaned the room? I had my pieces of paper here. This is the word, my message, and you've now moved it. No, I've not. I've just put they got into a big, massive argument to a point where she left the house and went to her parents. I can't live with a man who's like that. Everything is in the bedroom with us. The books, everything is on the bed. Where do I sleep? Well. He just pushes everything to the side in the night, and then he wants to push everything back again in the morning when I get out of the bed. I can't live like this. The parents was like, that's marriage. That's marriage. So you're going to divorce, you're going to go back to God when you're ready to go back in heaven to give your account and say, I divorced the man because of books? No, you must go and communicate with your husband. He's been living like that for 10 years maybe. You've come along and you think you're going to change that overnight by putting the house upside down. Cleaning the house. This is marriage. You need to go and communicate. Go and sit your husband down and put some expectations in place. The problem with most relationships, and in this generation, and older people say this all the time, sitting down and communicating, taking time out for two of us when either the day has come to an end or in the morning, or picking a day where me and you sit down and we talk. My husband, that toothpaste every day, it's not nice. I don't like it. Can we find a way? Come up with a compromise. Talk to him. I have to be able to talk to you, but you've got to talk to me. If I'm doing certain things in the house that you don't like, you have to talk to me. Don't wait until you become bitter to discuss it. Let's talk about it. Let's find a compromise. That's how you build. Two people who have not lived together and then they move in together. Come on. You have your own way. I have my own way. Now imagine me and this person, my partner that I'm seeing. Now if we move in and live together, of course there are going to be things that he's not going to like. And I'm going to have things that I don't like. But the little thing that I've already said to you, like just the sleeping in the bed, I like to cover myself in the bedroom. He doesn't. We have to come up with a compromise. We've already discussed you would do this and I would do this. If we don't talk, it's not going to work.
So then...
It's not going to work.
So do you agree then that marriages break because of very small things?
Marriages break because of very simple things. But those simple things
probably end up being
are big things
amplified.
Because you've made them big. You've made them big because you did not communicate when you did not nip it in the bud. Lack of communicating is a spirit of fear. You're fearing the person's response. But fearing a person's response versus divorce, what would you rather?
But it's one of those where, because I know a person who says, and she says to me, when you do something, I'm not going to tell you the first time. I think, maybe you just by the way. You do it again. Okay. Maybe you do it third or fourth time. Then she'll say something. She did leave it that long before you nip it in the bud, so to speak.
You can do. It depends on what it is.
Because then it
depends on how much you can take.
Yeah, that's true. But again, because you don't want to be picking on everything that they're doing.
No. That's why there are some things where when you first move in together, have some standards. This is why we're supposed to have counseling, but most people don't want counseling. Have some standards. There are things that you have to discuss. How are we going to have our room? How often do you want the bed covers to be changed? Do you want your bathroom to be cleaned every day? Are we going to share the cleaning? Are we going to share cleaning, doing the laundry? Are you someone who is dirty? Let me come to your house. But I was going to speak in Luganda. Me coming to your house and me seeing is going to give me also a lot of information. But if we are dating and I never come to your house, that's a problem. Why can you not be mature enough to allow me to come to your house and both of us be able, and I don't have to spend the night if you're scared that we might fall into temptation, but I can come to the house. Let me come to the house and see how your house looks like. And the same vice versa. If you don't feel that you can have those, you can have those discussions, go and see. Chris, do you not ask the question, do you not tell someone you're interested in certain, like your pets, your peeves, and the things that you don't like? Those are some of the first things we should be able to discuss.
Yeah.
Because there should be some red flags where you're like, no, this one is not for me.
Okay. There's that. Okay. Very good point, because I've had red flags where I've kind of ignored them and I've thought, I could deal with that when, it's not a big deal. And then you get into the relationship
and then
it just comes and bites you in the back. You're like, whoa, the thing that that I was scared of has now come upon me.
Can you give me
a big like job?
Reason?
I give you one. And I hope this person, I don't know what it is. I hope this person, if they're listening, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They say to you, you start dating them and so, it's a woman, yeah? She says to you, I only cook I cook to survive. I cook for survival. As in, and then she goes, okay, what do you mean? When I cook, you'll eat. You're not going to die from the food I cook. As in, I'm not a very good cook, but, I can cook. And I'm thinking, okay, I can work with that. Bearing in mind that exactly, see? Bearing in mind that if you ask me the 3 things, and you actually ask a lot of men, what are the 3 things you look for in a woman? One of them will have to be a woman who cooks, who can cook. I guarantee you. Because I would want that. I want a woman who can cook. Not that I can't cook, I won't cook, but most of the time I expect that the woman will bring the food or she'll know what to cook.
But it's not your deciding factor.
No, not really, but
that's why you didn't say anything.
Maybe.
Did you tell her that you want a woman who cooks, not cook for survival?
No, I didn't tell her that.
Why?
I didn't think it was a deal breaker.
And then?
Now it became a deal breaker.
When you got there?
Yeah.
Because what did they do?
They don't cook often. They don't want to cook. I used to do most of the cooking. If there was no food in the house, there would be stress. Because I'll be thinking, Chris will be thinking, oh my God, if this person comes home, they're going to eat. There's no food. I got to make sure they rustle something up. And they're the woman. And I'm thinking, this is not what I signed up for. I want a woman who can cook. When you said you can't cook for survival, I didn't read too much into it. I should have actually sat you down and said, what do you actually mean by cook for survival?
Well, there you are.
I learned the hard way.
You looked at the body.
Maybe.
You looked at the other things and they took over.
Yeah.
But is it someone you can live with?
Probably not.
There's one thing looking top to bottom.
Yeah.
Another person, can I live with this person?
Yeah.
And I think more than the looks and all of that, which are all good and we need them because they're the first part of attraction to one another, then it's another thing to live with one another. To live with one another. If you can't live with one another, that's a problem. I mean, one of my exes that I should have thought about it as well in terms of how we are conflict resolution. And I didn't realize until the marriage that this person just doesn't communicate. Doesn't know how to communicate. Doesn't communicate. and lacks even communicate, like lacks it completely. There's zero communication.
Okay.
You can't tell them how you feel, and if you do, you won't get no responses. You'll get a mood. You'll get funny behaviors. But when we were together in courting, they didn't come across like that, you see.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
then when you tried to then have the conversation to resolve that, didn't happen.
So, because I was going to say, when you say that, I know a lot of men, but I'm not like that. Here it looks like it's an interview for Chris. Chris, you know, but a lot of men are like that, where I won't say they don't communicate, but they're very, is it sanguine? They're very subtle. They don't pick a fight. They don't, if you start arguing with a man, you end up arguing on your own. Do you know what that means, yeah? As in, they don't want to engage in the, you know, oh yeah, Sarah wants to have an argument. Oh, she's gone off on one now again. Oh, okay, maybe I walk out of the room. I don't know that that's communicating or that's just trying to get out of an argument. Whereas if it's me, if Sarah starts an argument and it's about me, we'll engage. and then it goes wrong. It goes wrong because now Sarah she's probably be louder than me.
It's now gone higher.
Yeah. Now Sarah and I will be louder than me, and then I become something else. Do you know what I mean?
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's very important to have that discussion, to talk, and to know how the person is. Because like you said, if we argue, how are you like in an argument? Some men don't know. They'll say to you, what do you mean, how am I in an argument?
Yeah.
I don't argue with you. Me, I'll walk away.
Yeah. That's
And then
most
you'll be
men.
like, yeah, but I don't want you to walk
Yes.
away. I want us to be able to discuss it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how would you want me to approach you if we were to discuss it? We need to ask each other those questions and I have that understanding, because most men, which is understandable, don't want a woman to be shouting at them. But I know also most men, if you find them at the right time, talk to them nice, with respect, they will listen to what you got to say. They might not respond to the answer and give you an answer there and then, but at least they'll be like, let me ponder on it, let me think about it, and I'll come back to you. A real mature man will know also that today she's on her period today. She's just okay, my wife.
Yeah, you see, I don't know that.
Some are not like
that.
that.
Yeah, I think I did a lot more counseling. I'm not like that. If you start off on one, I'm not gonna think, oh, Sarah is not. I'm just gonna take it personal.
Yeah, but if you know me, if you've got to know me, you've got to know my ways. You've got to know that in the heart of it all, I have a good heart. If I come to you and I say, oh, my husband, today I'm not in the mood. I'm not cooking no food today. I can understand that can be aggressive. But if I'm like, oh, today I've got to cook again. I'm tired. I just don't feel like cooking. And then you start, no, I want food. Go in the kitchen and start cooking. That's not understanding.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to understand me? Or sometimes I might come to you. Oh, the kids are getting on my nerves. You didn't even help me do the school run the whole entire week.
Yeah.
Why have you not helped me do this school run?
Just sat there,
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Are you and also, well, I'm also working.
Yeah.
Maybe think about, is she tired? What was she doing all week?
Yeah.
If you were able to understand, you'd be like, okay, no, she's my. We want probably a simple answer. Resolve the issue. Really what the issue is, she wants help. I will do the school run tomorrow. You don't, half of the time, all the yapping will stop halfway if you say, no, it's okay, I'll do the school run next week. And then there's going to be times where a woman just wants to let it out. She just wants to moan. Just let her moan.
Yeah, once I'm listening,
Be like, all right?
Yeah.
You finished? Hug her. Show her some affection. Do something nice for her. Oh no, you've started again. You're nagging. Go away.
Yeah, I think that's most men. Is it most men? Maybe that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but gauge when she's nagging and when she's not. And when she is nagging, have a solution. Find another way. Maybe when she's now better, that's when you will have to say, my wife, let's talk about this later on when you've calmed down. I am calm. I want to discuss it now. Okay. Well, I don't want to discuss it now. A real woman should respect her husband enough to know. Leave room. Leave room. We have to learn to leave room for one another and have room to make mistakes, because no one's going to be perfect 24/7 7 days a week. You're going to get it wrong some days and I'm going to get it wrong some days, but do you still love me? You should still love me. Even if you got on my nerves today, you should still be able to show me affection. Remember, I don't know why this keeps ringing in my head. Two become one. I'm going to become you and you're going to become me. The only way we're going to become truly one is by constantly talking and taking time out to talk. Do we take time out in our week to talk? No argument, no nothing. You know, I'm sorry to say, but sometimes the Western world and how they do things, sometimes it helps. Little things about when they, and some, don't get me wrong, in the black community, we do, people do this, but where you just say, okay, once a week, it's just you and me, we're going to sit down. Did I annoy you? Have I done anything that you don't like? Do an introspection of our marriage. Do a SWOT analysis of our marriage. Where are we going this year, my husband? What's the vision for this year? How are we going to do it this way? How is the finances? Are we doing okay? Am I paying the bills? Should I get an extra job? No, I don't need. Do we go through? Why do we not do these? Because sometimes these things avoid the things that can come later on. How am I running the house? No, I really want, I need more food.
Wow.
I need more matoke. I need more saza, But we don't. We do it when we're angry. You've come back from work. She's cooked saza. You wanted chapati. And,
Yes, yeah.
And then you argue at the wrong time. But the reason why this is happening is because we leave it too long for the discussions to take place. After a month of living together, after you've just got married and you've not been living together, there needs to be some rules in the house that can help you. If you don't put them, what are you going to do? You're just going to go and every day you see how it goes? I'm going to come with my ways and you're going to come with yours.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. We see how it goes. That's how we do it. Exactly that.
That's our biggest downfall.
Yeah.
Because that's why they say, the first 2-3 years of marriage, if you can survive those, then da-da-da-da-da-da. No, I don't want that. I want to be as good as I possibly can for my husband from day one. But the only way I'm going to do that is him communicating to me what his expectations are and what his needs are. And I want same vice versa. And I want to be able to have that relationship with you before we walk down the aisle. I don't want to do it after. But we wait. We wait too long. God gave us the Bible. He gave us the instruction manual before we gave our lives, most of us, our lives to him. He's given you the manual. This is how he expects his bride, i.e. the church, to operate.
Hallelujah. We're going to stop there, Sarah. My God. Time is far spent.
I know, God. I feel like I'm surprised the time's gone that quick. We
haven't even covered. We've only just covered one topic that we're going to cover.
And the topic just flew on the handle.
We'll have to do this again and again. Sarah, no, you'll have to come back. I got so much that you need to talk about. Brace yourself.
That you've thought about.
No, I haven't thought about. I've written it down. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire at you, man.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna use my life experiences in my few years in this world.
Yeah. We learn from each
Why
other.
no? Yeah.
We learn from each other.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been amazing being here.
Oh.
As usual.
Yeah.
As usual, I talk a lot, so I'm sorry.
You're gonna help someone. You're
for
gonna help
talking
someone.
too much.
No. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you for having me, and looking forward to coming back
Coming
again.
Coming again and again. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.